Dan Stevens, who we know from Legion, is set to lead in the next installment of Legendary's MonsterVerse film franchise, a follow-up to last year's Godzilla vs. Kong. Adam Wingard, who helmed the first film, is returning to direct, with production slated to begin this summer in Australia. This is coming to us from Deadline. Boy, oh boy! Kaiju. There's nothing more exciting than big giant creatures fighting each other. I don't know if you guys remembered, but during this little thing that we call the pandemic, there was 2 movies that started bringing us back. I feel like they pulled us back. One of them was Mortal Kombat, and the second one was Godzilla vs. Kong. And it's not necessarily a thinker of a film. This is not an Academy Award-winning film. This is just a fun, quality film. And when we were having a dark time, Godzilla and Kong pulled us out of it, and they're some of the first. It's one of the first movies that started getting people to go back to the movies. And for people that didn't want to go back to the movies, it was available for streaming on HBO Max, and it was a good time. And I feel like when we needed a good, fun popcorn movie, this thing delivered. Curtis, how do you feel? Are you excited about Godzilla vs. Kong sequel? They're in talks now to do a sequel. Dan Stevens is set to lead this thing. He was the guy who is in Legion, the lead actor for Legion.
I'm not familiar with the show, but I am familiar with him from The Guest, which is a great movie.
Gotcha. Well, he's a fantastic actor, and are you excited about a Godzilla vs. Kong sequel?
Am I excited? So you've all seen my Infinity Gauntlet, but I've basically dedicated a whole other arm to Godzilla. I think I showed y'all.
Oh, yeah.
Mecha Godzilla. Oh, Mothra is the newest one. There's Mothra right there. So I'm a huge Kaiju / Godzilla fan. I mean, it's years later, but we know that Rocky IV ended the Cold War. Years from now, they will know that Godzilla vs. Kong ended the pandemic.
That's right.
Had been hinting around about a sequel for a while, or another MonsterVerse movie. Apparently, there's going to be a MonsterVerse HBO show as well. I am so happy about this stuff. To be honest, the director before for King of Monsters, that's my favorite one. But I enjoyed Godzilla vs. Kong. But you know what's interesting is whenever I talk to my students, we will talk about, like I was talking to them about Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, and they're like, yeah, oh yeah, okay, yeah, you know, some of them had seen it, some of them had not. Moon Knight, I was talking to him about that. You know, some of them had seen it, some of them had not. Kind of everybody saw Spider-Man. But whenever I was talking to him about Godzilla vs. Kong, because they know obviously that I like it, like they just are like, yeah, man, when the next one comes out, blah blah blah, Kong's gonna come back and he's gonna whoop Godzilla's butt, blah blah blah, and they are just so stoked. And like I was, because I knew that was supposed to be the end, and it may or may not continue. They were like, sure, it's going to continue, and like so. It's bringing this whole new generation of fans, thank goodness, like into the kaiju realm, into the Godzilla realm, and like it's gonna be good. I've heard a few different plot lines, and like I really can't wait.
Yeah, these giant creatures are forever. We humans come and go, but kaiju are forever.
That's right.
Yeah, this film, the original was I think it was the second movie during the pandemic to break the 100 million mark, and it went like, I think it was like 4.5 4 I think 468 million globally, which is good considering it was streaming for free, you know, like on HBO Max, and people still went out to see it, because you have to see something like to see that in IMAX. That's what I'm talking about. In 4D. Have you ever seen a movie in 4D? I
have not.
4D.
No.
There's some theaters that they have vibrating chairs. So if you're watching like Godzilla or Jurassic Park, every time that like the dinosaurs take a step, your seat rattles. It's really fun. I bet Fast and the Furious would be fun in one of those theaters too. But yeah, I want the ultimate experience. When I'm going to see a movie like that, that's what I want. But I'm excited. I really enjoyed the last one. As a kid, I wasn't a huge Godzilla fan, but I really had a great time watching the last one. I watched I've seen them all, of course, all the newer ones. I've enjoyed them, and I can't wait for this new one. Do you think it's going to destroy in the theater? Do you think it's going to do well, considering it's not going to be streaming for free on HBO Max, and the feedback you've gotten from some of your students, as you say?
That's what I mean. I've got a how would you say it, unsolicited focus group here, that I can rely on, and like they are like all about, and they want to watch it the last couple days of school. They're like, well, let's rewatch it, and I'll show you that Kong won. They're like, and they're getting serious about it. So like they're bringing up these new groups of fans. I think if they do it right, it'll knock it out of the park, and they can keep this thing going for a while. Like, because there were the original Godzilla series. There was Godzilla is the only actually series that has it's more sequels than James Bond. It has the Guinness Book of World Records for most sequels. And they can keep this thing rolling. They just got to keep this generation of fans happy, and they will just eat it up like I did.
Yeah. Well, what do you guys at home think? Are you guys excited about a Godzilla vs. Kong sequel? Do you think it's going to kick ass in the box office? Let us know in the comments, because we want to know what you think. Hit us up every week. We're going to be right here on Clint Baker Channel. That's youtube.com/Clint Baker Channel, talking about all the fun news, and we'll see you next time.